Hello and welcome, Shubhan and I back again. Now that the dust has settled on the selection, the question that we are debating today is this a final team or is this giving us an indication for the World Cup? Or could there be many changes for the World Cup? Based on this team, who are the players who could possibly be replaced? Obviously, India will play tough games South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. So, 15 more T20s leading into the World Cup after the Asia Cup. So there could be quite a few changes. And who are the possible people who can actually fill these places? Shreya Iyer will definitely be one of the people we will have to talk about, but there are others as well. So that's our subject. That take Shivam Dube for example. Can he hold on to his position? Take even Sanju Samson for example. Can he hold on to his position? Take Jitesh Sharma for example. Can he hold on to his position? Who are the players, even in the standbys? Harshit Rana, can he hold on to his position? There are many such who can possibly come and fill the void. Shubhan, welcome. Who are the first people you want to discuss that who can actually be replaced by other players for the World Cup?
Burya, there are a few, and in Indian cricket, there's a saying: it is not over until it is over. So for those players who have not made it to the Asia Cup squad, there's still hope alive for their T20 World Cup dream. And when I say the T20 World Cup dream, there are a few players, there are numerous players in this team. If they don't do well, they are no one is firstly no one is indispensable in this squad. And if you go by the names, see Abhishek Sharma, more or less the way we are playing cricket, he will continue in this format as the opener, especially with the World Cup being on Indian pitches. I think he can be your game changer. You are one of your big game changers. So Abhishek will remain, but Sanju Samson, if he does not have, we have 22 T20Is left, exact 22 T20I left. And if the BCCI adds three more T20Is or five more T20Is in between the World Cup, then that's their call. That could happen. But in T22 T20Is, a lot can happen, a lot can change. A couple of poor series with the bat, suddenly you will see other names being cropped, being talked about. Sanju Samson's name is there. Yes, he has done really well against Bangladesh, against South Africa. England series was not his best, but in terms of quality bowling attack, it was the England team which had a proper full-fledged bowling attack, where Sanju Samson failed. If he does not have a good Asia Cup, if he does not have a couple of good bilateral series, then you will suddenly see other names also coming up. Ishan Kishan being another name, Dhruv Jurel being another name, Rishabh Pant being another name. So there are a few players who can straight directly come up and say, okay, I am also there, why not me? So to start with, I think Sanju Samson is one name. Shivam Dube, he had a really poor IPL last time around. The T20 World Cup was also okay. If he does not have a good Asia Cup, I don't know whether he will get a game in the Asia Cup or not. I think he's just there as Hardik Pandya's backup. But if something happens, he will just come in to the playing 11. So I don't think Shivam Dube's place is fixed as of now. He's just your backup medium pace bowling all rounder option, if you have to say. Plus, if he does not have a good bilateral or a good domestic season, then I think his name is really not fixed in this team. Rinku Singh, I still have a hunch that because of his personality, because of how hardworking he is, I think he will get into the team. UP T20 League, he's doing his job everywhere he goes and tries to do what is asked from him. So Rinku Singh, I'll still give a better chance than Shivam Dube to make it to the World Cup squad. But Sanju Samson, Shivam Dube, these are two direct names who I think can have a place in danger if they don't perform well. What do you think, Guriela?
I kind of agree. I think there are other names also who might just face competition. Like, when it comes to a World Cup, and I know Mohammad Siraj has been rested for this, I think
Right.
he will want to make a home World Cup because that's something that, if you think about Mohammad Siraj, think about the World Cup, you know that he's a guy who will bowl all heart and make for a pitch. So is Harshit Rana 100%? Prasid Krishna has made the standbys. Will Mohammad Siraj start to push both of them? Chances are he might. Chances are he absolutely might. So Shivam Dube 100%. 100%. Among the spinners, Kuldeep Yadav has to again prove he has come in here. But Kuldeep Yadav, first part of the IPL, brilliant. Second part of the IPL, not that great. Can Kuldeep Yadav hold on? He has to really pick wickets because, again, there are other options. There is an all-round option in Washington Sundar, who is part of the standbys. So, will you then suppose this guy doesn't pick wickets? There will be a question mark that, okay, why don't we give an opportunity to someone who will also score us runs? Is India safe at number 8? This team has batting till 7.
Correct.
8 onwards, if you actually see, if you go with 4 specialist bowlers, Arshdeep, Jasprit, Varun, Kuldeep, none of them are batters in that sense or even can contribute. I don't see anybody else playing. So even if Jasprit doesn't play, Harshit Rana can bat and can hit the ball also. But except Harshit Rana, if Jasprit Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh plays that Pakistan game, who are the two others? Varun Chakravarti for sure. Are you going to play Kuldeep Yadav? You would not play Kuldeep Yadav. So clearly at number 7, your batting ends. That will become pressure for somebody like Kuldeep Yadav. Does India need one more? So
Very true.
there are these names who Rinku Singh. Now, when people say one-dimensional, I actually include fielding as a dimension. I include fielding as an equally important dimension. So when I say Varun Chakravarti, I say only bowling because the fielding is also a weak point. In Rinku Singh's case, his catching ability in the deep, his fielding ability in the deep, and that's where I kind of agree with you that in Shivam Dube's case, it is only the batting. That
Right.
bowling has also gone down significantly. I don't see
Right.
Shivam Dube bowling you more than 1 or 2 overs, except in games where you are in total control.
Mm.
Otherwise, you'll be hit. Are you going to bank on Shivam Dube, the bowler? No. You will bank
I
on
think
Shivam
those
Dube.
1-2 overs, even Rinku Singh can bowl off spin. He has been doing that in the UP T20 league, bowling in the power play, picking wickets also. We saw in one of the bilateral matches, Surya gave Rinku the final over to defend, and which he defended actually.
So my point here is there are players like in the if I have to list, I
Mm.
think Sanju Samson will be under enormous pressure. Sanju Samson will have to score against difficult opposition, top teams. I am not saying South Africa isn't a top team. It is a top team, but did they play their top team against India?
Mm.
Did they play their top bowling attack against India?
No.
There will be a question mark. England, Sanju did not score, so Sanju has to score obviously in a match against Pakistan, pressure.
Very true.
Second, Australia, when he goes to Australia, whoever plays for Australia is a good side because even their
Mm.
second team is a good side. In Australia makes it more difficult. You will be there. Against New Zealand, New Zealand will always be competitive. That is a team that will never let you lose. South Africa, ahead of the World Cup, will field their top T20 team because they'll also want to get ready. So for Sanju Samson, difficult matches are coming. He has the ability.
Mm.
But can he stand up and deliver? Because he's got the long run. People will ask these questions that are you scoring against tough opposition?
Mm.
Number 2, Shivam Dube. Is Shivam Dube just flying under the radar? Is Rinku
Right.
Singh flying under the radar? These are the 3 names, Shubham, that straight away come to mind. Among the
Hitesh
15 or
Sharma
20,
also, if he gets
pardon me,
a
Hitesh
chance,
Sharma,
does
yes,
not capitalize on it because with French players you don't have a long rope unless Gambhir comes up with a plan that I will have Ritesh Sharma. In any case, he's a backup keeper. I'll carry him till the World Cup. Unless that's the plan, uh, Ritesh's place it's not fixed. It's not fixed. No one's fixed because of the kind of competition you have in the pipeline. I think.
I quite like the point you made about Jitesh because Rishabh Pant will soon be fit. Now, if Rishabh Pant sort of throws his hat in the ring, yes, I know he had a poor IPL except that last game. But
Mm.
suppose Rishabh Pant starts playing well, and we know that in Test match cricket he's your best batter along with Shubman Gill. Who knows if he plays domestic cricket?
Syed
Who knows?
Mushtaq. I think this
Syed,
year Syed Mushtaq will be very
tremendous.
interesting. All the players will play the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy.
See, if I was Rishabh Pant,
Mm.
I would have tremendous incentive to play and make it back for the World Cup.
Mm.
It's a World Cup on home soil.
Very
It's
true.
massive. Please understand, it's a World Cup on Indian soil where you can win in front of your fans. So Rishabh Pant, Sanju Samson, Jitesh Sharma, Dhruv Jurel will fight for one spot.
Right.
One spot.
Mm.
And that makes it intensely competitive. Yeah,
Very.
I'm not even including somebody like an Abhishek Porel. If I was Abhishek Porel, I would be kicking myself. That boss, what am I doing? Why is my name not being considered? There is no reason why I can't compete with Jitesh Sharma. I was
Mm.
batting at number three. I had the option. Why would I not become a contender? So I would be kicking myself if I was Abhishek Porel that I got starts in the IPL. Why did I not convert two starts and make
Very.
a big 100 and I would have been in the reckoning? You know, after the selection, I was thinking about this. Coming to that, so when we are saying Shreyash, when we are saying, sorry, Shivam and Rinku, do you actually see Shreyash making a pitch, making a real push?
I think so. I think so because he will not stop scoring run. He has never stopped scoring run. Shreyas Iyer has not been dropped due to poor run of form so far in his international career. Yes, he got dropped from the testing, but that was due to the back issue he was having. He did not have a good series. That's one series, and he was not given a long rope. So that was another case completely. But there has never been a case with Shreyas Iyer where he has faltered for 10 matches, 15 matches. He has not done that in his career. So he's a prolific run scorer across formats. If he does really well in the Dulip Trophy, then that will be the first answer to the selectors that you dropped the wrong guy. I agree. Dulip Trophy is the red ball format, red ball thing. After that, when he plays Vijay Hazare Trophy or Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy for Mumbai, which he will do because he's the captain now, then and given the quality of Vijayadar and Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, I think he will be able to score big runs there as well at a good strike rate also. And when Shreyas is hitting in domestic cricket, he's a different beast altogether. He scores big runs. He scores in red ball cricket. He's known for his daddy hundreds. In shorter format, he's known for his blistering knock. So Shreyas has both the sides to his both the games to his armory. So I think that he will use that. And I'm pretty sure that he will push his skills because if he gets a chance in Test cricket, if he is picked for the home series against West Indies or South Africa, two very ordinary teams, especially in subcontinent conditions, I think he will score very big runs. Especially look at the conditions. Delhi, you will get a very good track. Ahmedabad, you will get a very good track. Guwahati, we still don't know in terms of Test cricket how it will produce. But in Assam games, it's a high scoring venue generally, the Barsapara. And then Eden Gardens. Again, after hosting after 6 years, last game was 2019, so they will give us sporting track here as well. So I think Shreyas has a very good chance, even if he gets those four tests at number six. I think he will go big, go big.
So the Karun Nair position.
Yes, the Karun Nair position. I think it is between Sarfaraz and Shreyas Iyer on home soil. Both play spin extremely well, can play with a higher strike rate, can push the opponent on the back foot. I think very similar games, game style. Uh, can score behind the square. So in Indian conditions, late cuts and everything, it comes very handy. So both of them have that game. So very similar kind of player, strike rate of 76, 80, 90. When they are set, they can score above 100 also. So it is going to be a good home season. Those four tests will define Shreyas Iyer's fate, in my opinion, because in domestic cricket, Vijay Hazare, Syed Mushtaq, and other trophies, I think he will go big. But if he gets picked in the international stage, that is where he will make it count and say, look what is happening to me. It is unfair, and I deserve a spot.
Now that 24 hours has passed and I've been honestly thinking about it late night also. Have you been able to wrap your head around the Shreyash Iyer? I did a column this morning that what could be the possible things. One, okay, typecasting him for red ball or 50 overs. Second, you want him to play based on this only the play the Dulip Trophy. Third, you don't want a senior pro like Shreyash Iyer in the standbys that it's not needed, standby to khelega nahi, so why put him there? Eventually 99% chance the standby will not play. So why put Shreyas Iyer there? Rather let him play, Dulip Trophy. Finally, obviously, the whole conspiracy theory of politics. Whatever, I mean, any logical theory that I try to kind of understand this call that okay, Shreyas Iyer not fitting into the top 20. Unfortunately, I have not been able to do that. I mean, it's a failed attempt on my part to make reason of it. Have you been able to find out or figure out anything that you might say, okay, you know what? If I put myself in the selector's shoes, there is one logic I can say that, this is why Shreyash may not have been picked.
I think if you try to think, put the selectors' hat, then I think the only reason could be continuity. Continuity of Shivam Dube and Rinku Singh from the previous series. That's the only logic I can find. Rinku Singh missed out on the T20 World Cup. A last moment call. Rohit Sharma said, you will get your chance. You are pretty young. You are doing well. You will get your chances. So from there, Rinku has been part of every bilateral series for India at least. He has done reasonably well. He has not done outstandingly well, but he has done reasonably well. He has finished games. In tight conditions. So Rinku Singh, for that reason, has continued, in my opinion. Shivam Dube again, I think that is coming from that T20 World Cup thing. A backup. Had Nitish Kumar Reddy been fit, I am pretty sure he would have taken that spot of Shivam Dube as your backup to Hardik Pandya in case something happens. In case he picks up a niggle, Hardik picks up
Just,
a
just,
niggle, then you
just,
have a.
just asking how, where, when will Nitish Reddy be available again? Any idea?
He's working at the center of excellence. So he'll be fit in the next 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks maximum. I think it's the same time frame as Rishabh Pant's 4 week plus rehab time. So by the time the home series anyway, Nitish Reddy, I don't know how much he will play with three spinners in the 11. So
No,
I
but
don't think he will
in the
play.
white ball format, he should go to Australia if
Yes,
three
yes,
weeks.
yes, he will. By the time Australia series comes, he will be fit. He will be fit. Had Nitish been fit, I think in place of Shivam Dube, we would have seen him in the squad. But it's just Shivam Dube is just a cushion for Hardik Pandya in case he picks up something on the eve of the match. You don't want to scamper around him. So Shivam Dube is just a backup, and that is where I am saying his spot in the World Cup squad is not yet fixed. Still long time to go. He can change things around. But that is just due to the continuity and just as an extra cushion for Hardik Pandya. So that is the only reason I can find behind the exclusion of Shreyas Iyer. Otherwise, I hope he would have been there. Otherwise, uh, or
At,
else,
at,
uh, or else it's something else.
at 5 p.m. today, Shubham, we will do the now that Shubman Gill is more or less certain for captaincy in all formats. We will discuss at length at 5 p.m. today what we think could be the logical progression for Shubman Gill when he could become captain. What could be the plan? What could be India's T20 plan? When could Surya Kumar Yadav get replaced by Shubman Gill and all of that? We will do a deep dive at 5 p.m. But you got that 10th August story where you mentioned Shubman as vice captain, which we have tweeted multiple times also. What, just to close this particular show, again, as I said, 5 p.m. we will do a deep dive. But what was, you and I have discussed it, but tell our viewers what was the reason that prompted you to do the show, prompted you to do that copy, and what was the logic given that this is the reason that Shubman Gill is being tipped as vice captain, more importantly as batter, because that was the call. Batter Shubman Gill, who automatically becomes vice captain when you did that story on the 10th of August.
Boria, the couple of guys I spoke to for the story, I think, of course, their credibility is very strong. And what they told me was that from the top management or from the think tank wants Shubman Gill to be the next person who carries the leadership baton forward for Indian cricket across formats. And that is why, if you go by the headline, I said expected to lead in ODI soon. Uh, and I'm pretty sure he will lead in the 2027 ODI World Cup unless something very drastically happens. So Shubman Gill, and I gave you the logics behind it, and that those were not my words. During the 5 at 5 series that we did for the entire last week, those were not my words. Those were something which were explained to me. Dubai conditions. You need something to steer, someone to steer the innings on, and that is what Agarkar also said, that Surya, I think, said that we have so many explosive options in the top and the middle order. We want someone to steer on. It's not like that the Shubman can't play attacking brand of cricket. Of course, he can play. If you get a flat deck, if you have a really ordinary bowling attack in front of you, Shubman Gill will also attack. But in case of a tricky match, in case of a 5 for 3, you need someone to steer that batting innings on, and that Shubman Gill is a perfect example. He will score you big runs. He will score at a decent strike rate also. So that is something, and against Pakistan, you can't lose. For this Asia Cup, you can't lose against Pakistan. Shubman's last series was Sri Lanka series, where he played before he was asked to focus on Test and ODIs because of the BGT, then the Champions Trophy, followed by the England tour. He was asked to focus on the England and for the Test and ODI format. So it was not Shubman's fault that he was not playing T20I cricket. He was the vice captain in Sri Lanka series as well. And these are all the points that I wrote in my copy as well, and I have said it in the past week as well. So Shubman being there, I have been saying it for the last 2 3 years now. Shubman, if you are Shubman Gill's fan, then good. If you are not, then that's your issue. But he's going to be your next face of world cricket for the next decade. There's no doubt about
Absolutely correct. And I think purely, and I'm no one's fan when I kind of accept Tendulkar. My only bias was that one man. If you're somebody's biographer, then you have to be. Otherwise, I just look at it very objectively. I don't have a problem with this. I think Gill has every quality as a batter. I still think he's a leader in progress. Having seen him in England multiple times, I think he can get better, and he will get better. As a batter, he's right up there. He's a gun batter, and every time you and I have spoken, like I said yesterday, I did not have a problem with the 15. I was
it.
still okay when Ajit came and said, "How do we pick anyone else in the 15?" Maybe I would have said, "Yeah, you could have picked Shreyash for Dube. You did not need to." But even then, I was okay. But when he read out the 5 standbys and he read out the name of Dhruv Jurel, who is your third keeper in a 20-member player plus standby, I thought this is not right. You don't need a third wicket keeper in a 2 week tournament. Two people don't get injured. And if that happens, then it's a freakish thing.
Yeah.
That's where I kind of lost. I thought that in a good selection, that one call has kind of impacted that selection big time. The headline, unfortunately, has become a negative headline. And that's why we did the show also, that can Shreya Iyer make it back for the World Cup. Anyway, Shubhan, thanks for joining me again. And 5 o'clock we will do a deep dive on the succession plan, the succession plan for Indian cricket, and what we think. Again, none of us are selectors. What we think, and having spoken to many people, what is logical and likely for Indian cricket. But as Shubhan said, you dread to think of that Pakistan game. You don't really want to. You don't really want to think what you can't lose that game. Let's finish there. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us.